call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied and rule well for the hopeful 144 and 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, starting at the house of great millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. It's your brother, Kanan, and this will be titled 2/3 Shining Stars. Okay? 2/3 of Yasharallah. All right? You so-called African Americans, Native Americans, and Hispanics are set for destruction and doom and judgment on this side, okay? Meaning in this eon, this kingdom that belongs to Edom, okay? For 2/3 of our people can't get right with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai on this side. It's not his will, okay? So Elder Manata Zakba of South Carolina had did this lesson about this angry Eve with a older Eve with a wig on, talking about this generation won't be saved. It may be her great grandchildren's generation. Like, we just gonna be here another 60, 70, 80 years waiting for all of Yasharallah to come to their senses and everybody to wake up, and the Lord's gonna smile on Yasharallah, then we're delivered. No, that's not how this works. Okay, that's exactly not how this works in Thawada Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Because if we waited for all of this time to pass for wicked people like this demonic Eve that you see on the screen right here, this wicked witch of Yasharallah, we would never get right. Okay, her and her associates, you know, the celebrities, Diddy, all right, I'm talking about our people, by the way, your Diddies, everybody that you know that's involved in these scandals going on right now, involving the P word when it comes to little children, okay, and even adults being taken advantage of in that type of mannerism, okay? Your shining stars, those that Yasharallah look up to, your celebrities, that's what I'm saying, your celebrities, okay? Because none of them are really higher than that, you know? And sad to say, Oprah is one of the most set up people in our nation, meaning you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics when it comes to wealth. But look how she's gained it. Okay. And I was just skimming through the shorts, and I had to get a lot of content off of this dude doing this video. He seems like a straight up bug out, but nevertheless, he's speaking truth. Okay. And this, what you see right here, it says Oprah Winfrey rushed to the hospital after Diddy agrees to testify. She's on 50 freakout tapes, okay, with minors, okay. So once again, Diddy had he got it from the Epstein, okay. He got his ammo from Epstein. He knew how to move wickedly and involve everybody along with him, okay. So once again, this is gonna be 2/3 shining stars, all right. 2/3 of the nation of Yasharallah, all right. This is the book of Mark 8:34. And when he had called the people unto him with his disciples, also he said unto them, who is he? Yahweh Shai. Okay, this is red letters. So this is the world, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. All right, nothing to do with the earth pig. This is Yahweh Shai. He's salvation. All right, he's deliverance. All right. Whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Now, what does that take up his cross have to deal with? Do we not understand that Yahweh Shai had to bear his cross on the way to being crucified, spit on, beat on, okay? Humiliated, mocked on the way to being crucified, okay? For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. What's saving your life? Going after all of these worldly pleasures, okay? Everything that you've been used to, your customs, your comfort, okay? But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospels, the same shall save it. Okay, so if you turn away from this world, starting with your flesh, your fleshly desires, and all the wickedness that we've been accustomed to, whether it be holidays, your wicked diet, your habits, okay, personal habits that we have that go against the law, statutes, and commandments, then you will be saved if you if you repent and turn to Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai. Okay, for what shall, this is the point that we want to get on this in this Mark 8, chapter 8. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Now, hadn't these men done this? That's exactly what they've done. Not these men, but our nation. 2/3 of you that refuse to turn to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and still put their hope and trust in vanity and lust. Okay. And once again, in this worldly game where we know that everything that you see here, the elements will melt away, especially over here in spiritual Babylon. Okay, none of this will last. None of your homes, your gaining, your houses, cars, you name it. All of your pleasure will all be taken from you. Okay, on this side. All right. Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? And we're gonna find out what they're willing to give through these scriptures for exchange for their soul. And what's going to be the major thing that they give? They're going to give in to that MOTB, that mark of the beast, to try to keep this lifestyle that they have going. Okay, and majority of them are already signed up. All right, this is Mark 8:38. Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation. And that's perfect, because that's exactly what we living in right now. Okay, a resemblance to Solomon and Gomorrah, but worse. Okay, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in his glory, in the glory of his Father, with the holy angels, with the hosts. Okay, the army of angels. So when Yahweh Shai comes back to judge this place, whoever denied him and was ashamed to follow him and once again bear that cross, turn away from your wickedness and turn to the righteousness of salvation of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay. Right on. Okay, so this is the book of John 8:44. And once again, this is red letter, Yahweh Shai speaking to the congregation, to you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics. Okay, John 8:44. Ye are your father, the devil. And here's a very good depiction. Eve and that serpent. Okay, and we know that serpent in the garden had pigment, but okay, after Cain slew Abel, Cain was marked, okay? And then when he came back in reincarnation, he was marked again as Edom, all right? The wicked. So that serpent that Eve made that bond with, she's still in that pact to this day. Okay? She's in confederate with the wicked, all right? But this is speaking to all of our people. For ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abhorred not in the truth. He did not abide in truth and law and statute. Okay, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not. Okay. Now that's warnings from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And let's get this manner of man that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai was speaking of. Okay. This is 1st Maccabees chapter 1. And this is good because he said, ye are your father. Now pay attention. Verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years, then died. That's who you know is Alexander the Great. He is Alexander the Greek, or the creep. Okay. And his servants bear rule, every one in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. Don't they live like this to this day? The king of Britain. Okay, don't they wear these crowns on their head to this day? So did their sons after them many years, continuous to now. And evils, bad times were multiplied in the earth. And this is an Edomite rulership, okay? This is Edom coming back to life, the Renaissance era, all right? Coming back from that deadly wound, all right? Up into the current day that we live in today, all right? That Roman rulership mentality, all right? And this is First Maccabees chapter 1 and 10. And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus, the king, who had been a hostage at Rome and reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. Okay, now pay attention, because this is what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is referring to. When we was just in John 8 and 44 to 45, this mentality of man that he is speaking to. This is First Maccabees chapter 1 and 11. In those days went out of Yasharallah wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen. Who are the heathen? Starting with Edomites, okay? All 17 nations, but starting with Edom, who was actually in authority and ruler at this time. With the heathen that are around about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Why have our nation had much sorrow from separating ourselves from the heathens? That's what the word holy means, to be separate. Why? Because they can't live out the lust and vanity and serve the gods, lowercase gods, wood, stone, okay? And what's once again wood and stone of no vanity. And just live outside the law, statutes, and commandments like the other heathens do. So these devices pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, once again, Antiochus, okay, the Edomite, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen, to come on in. We love for you to lower your standards that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua have given to you through the law, statutes, and commandments handed to Moses, okay, for our people, his chosen people. 14, whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. Now, if you know about this exercising, the customs of them, they were exercising naked. That's why you still have dress today in the gymnasiums, but they used to be fully naked, okay? Once again, not our custom to come to be undressed before another man, to show our nakedness to another man or a woman that is not our woman, okay? And made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant. Once again, they made us separate and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief. Okay? 2/3 of our people. Once again, we're not here to watch our nation come back to its senses. We're here for the 1/3 of Yasharallah, the hopeful election to wake up and to turn to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua so we could be delivered, okay? That's his promise. Okay? This is the book of Ecclesiastes, known as Sirach, and we're going to go to chapter 10, verse 9. Okay, I'm going to start at 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, and that, once again, that includes our people that think that they're living the good life right now, that if set aside all morals, your superstars, your celebrities that have it going on, big houses, big cribs, eating good, and what have they done to obtain these things? Okay, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Now we know that is speaking of Edom, okay? That is speaking of this eon that we live in right now, the kingdom, all right? Okay? Now, verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, okay? Once again, going to Diddy, he's pretty covetous, right? He was living above the means of you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, okay? For such, your Tyler Perry's, you name it. Once again, your Floyd Merriweathers, all of these entertainers, your LeBron James, all of them are being indicated to being dealing with these what they call freak offs. That evidence is spilling out on all of them. Yasharala has been exposed. Okay, Yasharala, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans have been exposed by who? Yahweh Bashim Shah, our Allah, our power. Okay, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such and one sitteth his own soul, setteth his own soul to sell. Do we not continuously say, in order to live that lifestyle, entertainment, sports, you name it, politics, you have to be in, you have to demoralize yourself. This is not for the righteous man. Once again, over here in spiritual Babylon, we're in captivity. This is spiritual Egypt. All right, this was the home of our discipline. All right, and Esau was given that sword as part of our discipline, not to set us up, not to take some of us and say you're worthy, you're above your people. No, those people are below our people. Those are actually the worst of our people. Okay, so I'm gonna read this one more time. Sirach 10 and 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. Sound familiar? That's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing, and we're going to get it right now. We're not even going to hesitate. Fair use, 107, fair use copyright. Under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1947, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, okay, such and such. I'm not selling a product. This is strictly for educational purposes. I pray that this be edifying. Once again, 2/3 shining stars.
Test positive for baby oil. You know what I mean? Your little sneaker test positive for baby oil. Kevin, this is wild. This is wild.
Including Rose, only that she had heard he was a bully. Now, to refresh your memory, Kevin Hart is an old friend of Diddy. He's also very close to both Oprah and Tyler Perry, even once saying that Oprah loves him more than anyone else in the world. It's obvious that all of them probably know each other. Hart was even in the now infamous Usher video, where Diddy said he and the singer fight over Frosted Flakes.
In my opinion, one of the ones that affects me the most is Justin Bieber. Do you have the Kevin Hart one? Which is odd, Pat, because he gets caught saying that he would wake up next to him and then he changes it and says we would fight off over the Frosted Flakes. Even Kevin Hart is uncomfortable because you're admitting that you were sleeping next to a freaking child. And it's like,
and y'all remember that when Diddy Glover did not realize that he said on camera when Kevin Hart, Pure Bible, was hosting his first freak off party at Diddy Glover's. And I'm not going to let y'all say that Kevin Hart knew about this shit when he first hopped off the Soul plane. Pure Bible. When he was in Paper Soldiers, Kevin Hart didn't know about the industry. But once he had to allegedly sell his soul for a fucking jelly roll, Pure Bible, once they started giving him all that motherfucking money, Kevin like, oh my God, I can buy 2 ladders. I can climb and I can stand high and stand.
Now, didn't we not just cover that in Sirach chapter 9 or Sirach 10 and 9? Such will sell his soul and will give up his bowels. Okay, bent over for this lifestyle. Okay, there's vanity, unprofitable. All right, nothing to gain but judgment at the end.
And tall. So Kevin didn't know at first. But when he heard that Usher had to fight Diddy Glover over Frosted Flakes and motherfucking Captain Crunch and all his cereal and Lunchables, Kevin was shocked even when he heard it. Right then and there. You know what I mean? What grown man fights a kid over motherfucking cereal? This is crazy, guys.
in my
And said it was test positive for baby oil. You know what I mean? Your little sneaker test positive for baby oil. Kevin,
So you getting the point. And we also, if you're not familiar, we know how bad they took advantage of Justin Bieber, which is most likely a speckled bird. So he's in this judgment too. You know, he's talented. He's most likely a speckled bird. We look like other nations, but our father's heritage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, his lineage, his seed. Okay, we are the salt of the earth. All right, and once again, he got caught up in this wickedness early. All right, this is the book of Leviticus 20 and 13. If man also lie with mankind, and we know that's what Diddy, hey, it's out there. All of them, okay? Your Meek Mills, none of them can get away, okay? None of them. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. You got once again, we're not supposed to uncover our nakedness. You got things blatantness being put in your faces. Kevin Hart doing that hot tub interviews with people like OJ, Odell Beckham, who once again was in that nightclub getting slurped on by Justin Bieber. Okay, so getting naked, getting in the hot tub to show us their bodies on camera to do an interview, which is none of that's necessary. Okay, but once again, going outside these laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay, now you've seen at the beginning, I had that witch Oprah with Harvey Epstein. Okay, another Epstein. All right. So before we play that, I'm going to get this. Deuteronomies 23 and 17. There shall be no whores of the daughters of Yasharallah. Now we know Oprah has always been an adulteress. She's been a headliner. The one of the main verses, a woman should remain silent. I suffer a woman not to teach. Where has she been? She sat on a platform so high, she said she would never run for president because she was more of an influence in her Oprah Winfrey show. Okay, meantime, she was not married to Stedman. She was married to Stedman. Well, we don't know if he was just an actor or not, but I assume they have slept together. So she's supposed to be Stedman's wife. Instead, she prances around with women, with Gayle King as her girlfriend, then not openly but mainly, and then you deal with all the accusations that have come out about her. Once again, these 50 videos coming out with her freaking off at and it's more content than that. That's just whatever he's got on tape. All right. And furthermore, this man went to say that she had when this hospital visit included her having to be hydrated. That's what they're doing. I guess they're taking so many drugs that they have to be rehydrated after they get through with the parties. Okay, so there's a lot of fornication going on with her. All right, that's self-explanatory. So once again, Deuteronomy 23 and 17. There should be no whores of the daughters of Yasharallah, nor a sodomite of the sons. And why did that say sodomite? Because once again, a man having multiple women does not make him adulterer. What makes him an adulterer is lying with another man's wife. Okay, and this speaks of sodomites because once again, we read if man lied with mankind, then he ought to be killed. All right, his blood should be upon his head. Now back to this video.
Oprah, you're going to go from this motherfucking hospital, pierce a Bible, and you're going to probably go over there with Russell and Russell's yoga pants. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all going to have to leave the goddamn country, pierce a Bible. The things that motherfucker Diddy got, that he still had, it don't matter. Prayers for all the people who houses burned down in L.A., pierce a Bible. So whoever got them tapes, the tapes that was in L.A. that there was a...
And hey, I do believe that the LA burnings has something to do with evidence of these celebrities. I mean, it's not a coincidence. Nothing on earth is a coincidence. It's all lined up. Not alone to do with Oprah Winfrey's hands in the Maui fire that took place about 2022, where she went on trying to get donations. A billionaire asking for donations to cover property that, and at the same time they wanted to do construction on. They wanted to buy Maui. The citizens said no. And what did they do? They burned them out. Okay. Then you have The Rock go on saying, quoting out of his own mouth that she has stole a lot of the donation monies. Once again, a billionaire.
Allegedly trying to burn up, that didn't burn up Oprah. Your wig is still allegedly on these freak off tapes. You know what I mean? They can identify the wig, the freak off wig. You know what I'm saying? So you should have been left the country. It's too motherfucking late. You think that Diddy's gonna keep letting these freak off series come out about him? Pure survival. Diddy is suing every motherfucker now. I'm waiting for Diddy to come to try to sue me next. He probably watching me right now in the goddamn freak off cell. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? And I hope he not watching me fucking playing with himself. Telling me, oh, I like that daddy. Oh, I like how funny he is. Even though he make fun of me, I like that daddy. You know what I'm saying? He's probably watching me right now holding on his wing ding. This is crazy. But this woman put Oprah Winfrey on the spot, taking up for these sick motherfuckers, going at disrespecting the goddamn victims. Taking up for Russell motherfucking Simmons, just like Usher during Survival. Usher and motherfucking goddamn Russell Simmons taking them creepy, weird ass pictures. Russell Simmons looking like in the motherfucking picture. Usher sitting there all oiled up. Talking about it's gonna burn for me to say this. It's coming from my heart. But these niggas broke my virginity, so we can't fall apart. This shit is crazy, guys.
From being pals with Harvey Weinstein to abandoning and destroying Russell Simmons' victims, she is about supporting a sick power structure for personal gain. She is as fake as they come. And just to refresh your memory, music producer Russell Simmons has been accused of rape by at least 15 women. Last year...
Look at that sneaky ass motherfucking bowling ball goddamn head. Pure the Bible.
So see, for years, we've been told to look up to these people. They got all the money. They got all this, they riding good. They living good, flying good, private jets, all these celebrities. Little do we know, remember Rihanna passing out and being dehydrated. All of these celebrities are living miserable, okay? They're living wicked behind the scene, okay? They're not living nowhere near. Their souls is in turmoil. I'll put it like that. Their souls is in turmoil, and Yahweh Shai Shah will not forgive them. They got time to repent, but how many of these celebrities do you see repenting? Like I say, I see them turning to the MOTB before they turn to Yahweh Shai and ask for repentance for their lifestyle that they have lived, okay?
This sneaky looking motherfucker. I don't trust motherfucker Russell's bald ass head. I don't trust his head. That's what it is. Brother Bible, I don't trust it.
To refresh your memory, music producer.
Look at that motherfucker head. You cannot trust this goddamn peanut motherfucker head, motherfucker. Look how shiny that bald head is. Brother Bible. No clippers can make it that shiny. That is all baby oil juice. That's just sinking in. This is what the fuck that is. Brother Bible. That is not from clippers. And he looks so sneaky and happy. That's motherfuckers that look sneaky and happy at the same time. Brother Bible. Do you know how scary that is for the kids that don't know because they look sneaky and happy at the same time? That looks so predatory. The sneaky and happy, oh my God. The children that was fucking tricked and treated.
About supporting a sick power structure.
To do next, Oprah. You're going to go from this motherfucking hospital, Pure Bible.
So you see that he's doing this for likes. He's doing this to get his audience up, probably monetary, but there was truth in what he was saying. Once again, 2/3 stars, shining stars, okay? Shining stars of the wicked, because Yahweh Shai Shah did not set us up to live this lifestyle, and definitely not by those means, okay? So as far as Oprah Winfrey went, I just wanted to pull this Exodus 22, and I was looking up more verses on this witchcraft, but here we go. Exodus 22:18, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. And she's a classic witch, okay? She's a classic. And also, I got another one for you. Proverbs 11. I mean, that's what Oprah is dabbed into, witchcraft. Okay, everything she does is a left hand move. She's in with the elites. She's been part of the elite agenda. She rubs elbows with them, as you see. She's there with Harvey Weinstein, even taking up for him. I missed some of the critical parts of the video because I hadn't started recording. I got really much to tell in because that was on one of those live viewings. Okay, this is Proverbs 11 and 20. They that are of forward hearts, your mind, are abomination to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But such as are upright in their way are his delight. Okay, and who is that? The man who sigh and cry for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, those who have repented, turned to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, their power, who call on the true name and have faith in the true power. Okay, whether they be teachers or just believers. All right. Because all of the 1/3 are not teachers, but starting with the election, okay, the hopeful 144,000, and then the 1/3, okay, are his delight, okay. Now here's this once again. Get this point right here. Though hand join hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. You see that? You see the pride on her face to be with this demon? Once again, red, look at the color of his shirt. Edom, we've exposed you. You're red, not white. Okay, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered, and that is a promise from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. This is the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel 5 and 5. Thus saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Abba, Allah, power. This is Jerusalem. I have set in the midst of the nations and countries that are around about her. And she have changed my judgments into wickedness more than the nations. Do you hear that? Do you hear? She said, this is talking strictly to the 2/3 of our people. Okay. Because once again, the election will repent and turn from their sins. And she hath changed my judgments, his law, statutes, and judgments and commandments into wickedness more than the nations, and my statutes more than the countries that are around about her. So, we're the salt of the earth, and whatever we put our minds to, we do very well. And unfortunately, wickedness is one of them. Okay, for they have refused my judgments and my statutes. They have not walked in them. None of them. Okay. None of them. They set them aside. All right. Because why? Because they think that everything that they gain on this side of the world is worth it. Once again, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. So we're going to be wrapping this up. Let's get this Amos 3 and 1. Hear this word that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has spoken against you, O children of Yasharallah, against the whole family, all 12 tribes, which I have brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, and keep in mind, majority of us dwell over here in the United States of America, are in spiritual Egypt now, okay? Saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. There's no way getting around that. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquity, sin on sin on sin on sin. Can two walk together except they be agreed? And look, that's the two walking together, Eve and the wicked, Edom. Okay. And no, you cannot walk together with Yasharallah because we had those law, statutes, and commandments. When they was building that temple, the temple, they was building and they had their swords. In the other hand, they said, you cannot come and build with us. All right. This is not for you. So in order for two walk to walk together, except they be agreed, it has to be agreeance to be wicked, not to be righteous, because he only gave that righteousness to Yasharallah, okay, to the 12 tribes. Okay, so walking to be in agreement with the wicked is to be wicked. This is the book of Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in the land, and that land is starting over here in spiritual Babylon, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, United States of America. Saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Here it goes. 2 parts therein shall be cut off and shall die, but the third shall be left therein. Okay, once again, 2/3. So you take your circle and you draw your peace sign, and in the 3 different proportions, you color out the 2. They got to go, and that's our nation. So once again, that woman, that Elder Manata Zakba of South Carolina, then going through her grievance, talking about, I don't see us making it this generation. She's talking like we was back in the wilderness when Yahweh Shema Shah said none of this generation will live to see Yasharallah enter into the promised land. Only Joshua. No, this time he's coming to deliver the 1/3 and to punish the 2/3. Punish the 2/3. The 2/3 majority of our nation. So of course it's gonna look doom and gloom to you, especially if you don't have faith, calling on the wrong name, which she was doing. Okay, thinking that every single person of Yasharallah is gonna be delivered one day. How long would that take? Okay, so once again, let's get this straight. Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in that land, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. That's a promise. But the 3rd shall be left therein. And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, which he is doing now. And I will refine them as silver is refined. And I will try them as gold is tried. Now that's that process being burnt, being put through situations, okay? Not comfortability. Once again, being tried them as gold is tried through the furnace of adversity, okay? They shall call on my name, his true name, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. And they will say, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is my Abba, my Father, my Allah, my power. Okay? And we're going to end this on the book of Jeremiah 30:6. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. You ever seen a man going through birth pain, agony? No, never. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loin, as a woman in travail. Okay, after when that baby's on the way and those contractions speed up along with the pain, in travail. And all faces turn into paleness. That's that fear. That's that fear that these prideful men have yet to understand that they're going to come to. Once again, and all faces turn into paleness. Okay, so you can't get around it no matter how macho and mighty you think you are. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has your judgment set for you. Okay, arise, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Whose trouble? You so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics. But he shall be saved out of it. Not the 2/3 shining stars. No, they're going to be preserved for that death. He is the election. Okay, starting again with the man who sigh and cry for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Start at the house of great millstone. Okay, and then like-minded men, and then all of you that are sincere in faith. You know, once again, those who donate, those who serve Yahweh Bashem Yahushua in sincerity, the 1/3, he shall be saved out of it. Okay, but you 2/3 shining stars and the rest of you 2/3, you will suffer. Okay, Jacob's trouble. And that's a promise. And I pray that this has been edifying. This is 2/3 shining stars. Shalom.